night I was driving, and I live just south of Jacksonville, so I live in a very small town. Pretty easy to draw the attention of the cops because there's nothing really going around in Green Cove Springs. Due to this point, I was driving last night, and me and Josh were actually playing this game called Fire Hydrant, where it's like you see a fire hydrant, you call it out, you're like, fire hydrant, and then you get a point, and then if you see one that's not, yeah, you guys don't care about the mechanics of fire hydrant. But we were playing fire hydrant. I wasn't really paying as much attention. I was paying attention to the road. I wasn't going to hurt anybody or anything. And I rolled through a stop sign, apparently, which I don't remember even doing, but who knows, I could have done it. So I get pulled over, and then they call backup, and I'm like, what? Turns out that's a policy for the Green Cove Springs Police Department to call backup every single time you pull someone over, because again, there's nothing for the cops to do, so they can kind of afford to do that because the cops are like always right there because the city limits is so small. It's only a few miles, and so it's like cops can easily get there. So I get pulled over, and I'm like, what am I getting pulled over for? And I went and show him my license. He's like, no, don't hand it to me, Corona, blah blah blah. Then he just lets me go. Like literally, he's like, yeah, you rolled through a stop sign. And I'm like, well, he just lets me go. He didn't give me even a legal warning. He doesn't give me a ticket, nothing. He said, all right, just go home. So it's pretty much just a massive waste of people's time. At some point last night, maybe this morning, but I doubt it, I think it was last night, I hit house paint. I don't remember hitting a house paint can, so I think it was on the road or something like that. But I literally do not remember this happening at all. We're gonna be getting the house paint off of the truck, and due to that we have to wash it, but I'll show you guys how we're actually gonna do this, because just washing it, I have a feeling is not gonna get it off. That's just dirt right there, but see those little tan spots? And on the tire there, yeah, that's house paint. So yeah, I kind of just noticed it today whenever we were at one of the job sites for the construction site. I was like, why is there house paint split? This part's really bad, probably because it's black and it shows it all. But like, I don't know how well the camera's picking that up, but it's literally scattered everywhere. Yeah, that's all house paint. And I'm not gonna be able to get it off the tires. I just have to kind of accept that my tires are gonna have house paint on them. Maybe we'll do a burnout or something to get rid of it. The only way that I think we're gonna be able to get that off is to clay bar it, I think. A lot of people ask me in my personal life, they're like, hey, what do you use to detail? Like a lot of the guys who are car guys or girls that are car girls, they might be like, hey, what do you use to detail? So I pretty much do a really weird method, and this kind of comes from like just washing vehicles a lot and the kind of learning what I like and don't like. So I use one bucket, some people use two, and then that black thing on the bottom with the rivets in it, that's a dirt trap. So what you do is you put it in there and then you put your soap and all that, and it collects all the dirt as it falls so it doesn't go back in the water and then onto your microfiber and then onto your paint. It works actually really well. Every time I wash the vehicle, I take it out and I can see how much dirt is in there from afterwards. And I use a foam gun, not a foam cannon. Difference between the two: a foam gun is by the hose, foam cannon is by the pressure washer. The only reason I use a foam gun and not a foam cannon is because my pressure washer is broken, and this pretty much does really good. Then I use a normal wash mitt, aka microfiber. This is a Chemical Guys one. It's really good. You know, there's a lot of great ones though. You don't have to do an expensive company like Chemical Guys for that one, but they do offer them. And then for the soap, I actually use Enthusiast Car Care. So this is from, you might know the YouTuber Dirty Max Jack. His company Enthusiast, they're mainly a closed company, but now they do soap stuff, foam guns like that, and even he has a coffee company now. But this one is really good. It's probably the best soap I've ever used, and there's no problem with the Chemical Guys soap. It works great too, but this one seems to just be thicker and stay on longer, and really it just does a great job overall. So I switched to this actually pretty recently. This will be the second time I've ever used it. This might be a part I don't really know what to do with because it is a plastic. Maybe the clay bar will work on plastic, but I'm not sure. We might have to literally either color match the mirrors and get like painted mirrors, which I don't want to do because these kind of look funky whenever you color match them, because I'm not going to do white because the F50 mirrors kind of look weird when you do that. I'm not going to do black because then it kind of contrasts with the paint. The plastic is kind of the best look for it. Now I am going to do something about this and this anyway, so I'm not even going to bother cleaning it off there because I am swapping these out and swapping these out pretty soon. But I don't know what we're going to do about this. I guess I could just clay bar it. I don't know, we'll see. After the first wash, we can actually see how bad it really is. Yeah, again, I don't know how well the camera's picking it up, but it is actually worse than I thought by a long shot. So now we can see better what's in the white because there's no dirt over it and all that. And there's a few pieces of road tar, which is normal. Yeah, that's a lot worse. And this is usually the part where I'd go on and do either the front of the truck, the rear of the truck, or the other side, but due to the fact that this clay barring needs to get done, and the quicker you do it, the better, I'm going to go ahead and skip that part. I'll do it afterwards and get the whole truck clean, because why have half a truck clean? I'm going to go ahead and clay bar this now. This is the clay bar kit I have. It comes with 2 microfibers and 2 clay bars. It is from Mothers, and Mothers is actually here, let me just set it on this Mustang real quick. Mothers is actually like a really good brand. I used to use them on my chrome wheels back whenever I had my chrome wheels. Well, I still have them. They're actually in that room. Back whenever I had the chrome wheels on the truck, I would use their chrome polish. By what I've used on Mothers, they're really good. So that's the clay bar we're using today. Pretty simple process. I'll explain it real fast. First, we lube up the paint. We put the clay luber or a quick detail spray or whatever on the paint, and then we just clay bar it, and it pulls everything off. If you clay bar it dry, it'll mess up your paint, but in this case it won't because we'll lube it. And I think I'm gonna start right here because this is definitely the worst spot. Oh my gosh. That is so bad. That's cleaned. I cleaned all this fender as you guys saw. And like, I mean, it's just, oh my gosh, it feels like rigid and house paint. It feels exactly how you think it would feel. So we're gonna go ahead and get the clay bar in that. This whole section, what I did this time is I completely just drenched it. I literally probably used a half of this bottle just on this panel. And I mean, it doesn't scratch as bad now and it's really soft and it helped, but I mean, there's kind of no way to like not scratch it. That's a double negative. So you guys can see right here, it's pretty much done. I mean, it doesn't have any paint spots. Oh, right there. Oh, that's loose, never mind. Okay, so it pretty much doesn't have any paint spots. I actually went on ahead and took the microfiber and re-cleaned it. And this is pretty much, it's done, it's good, all that kind of. Those people threw me off because they looked at me and I'm talking to a camera and they're old, so they didn't know what I'm doing, so now all my vlogging's messed up. Okay, so back to what I was saying. This is done. It looks pretty good. It looks a lot better. I mean, it does, you can kind of see like, it's not, I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's not really perfect just because I had to kind of scratch it a little bit. There's still so much to do. It's gonna take a lot of time. All right guys, so it's actually the next day. The plans that I had last night came to fruition and kind of stopped me on finishing the truck. Also, I realized how long it takes. It takes a lot longer than normal clay barring because it's so much, sticks on so much, and I have to be more delicate, so it's like everything just adds up for it to take even longer. But yeah, so from about here to like here and then down took like 2 hours. That's how long this is taking. And it's really gonna need a polish afterwards because there's a lot of like cover scratches now. There's pollen on it, which makes me think there's more marks, but you know, there's some more marks we have to get off here and there, around here. And then there's just all of this, and then the entirety of the truck. So we have a lot of clay barring to do. This is such a long process, but it is working. It's just a lot of work to get it done. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go and like wash the whole side of the truck again after I do this because all the little stains from the detailer spray. Seems to be getting everything out. All right guys, so update number 4,863. I'm really getting far on this fender. There's still little things I have to go touch up. I've literally used a whole bottle on just this fender and I'm on to the next bottle. I went to Walmart, got 2 more bottles and another microfiber. Also went to go eat, so it's actually been a little bit. We've kind of gone from here and kind of cut over to this part of the fender, and it's really soft now because obviously it's being clay barred, and the paint's probably going to look better than it's looked in a long time. Gosh, there's so much more to do. Josh is here now.
Oh yeah. Hi.
All right guys, check this out. Man, that paint looks so good now, except for right there, but we're gonna get to that. The clay barring is done. The truck turned out really great. There's some imperfections like this, but those are actually scratches, which I think my plan will be that I'm gonna get this thing polished and detailed and paint corrected by a detailer, and then have the paint guys fix a few things here and there. There's a few things I found because after I was done clay barring it, I washed it and I found a few little marks in the wheel, and then I found some marks on the back bumper, and the taillight still has some of the marks. And then I missed a few paint spots right there. We're gonna get rollers of the truck because it's so clean. I may as well get some rollers of the truck. And we're gonna be doing that tonight. Yeah, I'll catch up with you guys once we're doing the roller. And those headlights can only mean one thing. It means Josh is here, which means that we can go on ahead and get started with getting the rollers. I'm kind of excited. I haven't gotten rollers on this truck in like maybe a year. Who knows?
Hola. Dímelo, boquetas. She'll be here in just a second.
Okay, cool. She being the cameraman. Woman. Camera woman. Sorry, Aaron.
Camera dude. I gotta do it again when I don't fall.